Get back! Mate, get back! Mate, get back! Mate, get back!
Tyler, get back! He's outside. He said he's outside.
Get back! You're disgusting! You're
surrounding me now.
These boys here. You've got another wave coming behind you. They're all getting ready for another one. Yeah, let them boys here. Yeah, good.
And the one that's just gone steaming in, t-shirt.
Hi everyone, an incident just occurred, however, there's a lot of shields in the corner of that, so I have a feeling it wasn't what people maybe think it was. I can't get through, but there was just a big tussle, which is making people this side of the police line obviously having a go. But I believe that was staged. I'm sorry to say that, but I can only speak the truth. And there's a lot of it going on here. I've just managed to get my phone on. Because not everything you see is what it is or what you think it is. And I know that many are aware that these stage events go on to try and set everyone off. But I can see GB Resistance over there in the corner filming, and I know that he is one himself. This is what they want, people. Civil unrest. It's what they want. So just to let you know, we're down in Parliament, where there's obviously hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people at an organised demonstration. And there's so many people here that we've spoken to that haven't realised that. So it's good to come out and try and get some of these people to understand what this is really all about. Hello there. Hiya. I can't get any closer. Let me see if I can. I can't read the messages at the moment because it's so bright. But there's so many people letting us down and that are traitors to us. Not just the government, not just the police, not just the institutions. People at ground level in this demo and all the other demonstrations that even I've attended back in 2018. I was fooled, and as I said before, there's no shame in that, because you do believe people do care. near Tesco's, Alan. I'm near Tesco's. Jean, have you got a bag? I'll just take one little bit of that. You have to remember to bring in a new system, which is what they want. They have to collapse this system first. So I'm just going to see if I can get a drink of water. It's so hot out here. Can you see if Ben's got a drink of water, please? I can see some of your comments now. It's a bit more shaded. I'm at the back of the police. Exactly, Jay. But there's so many good people, Jay, that just don't get it. They follow people and just think they're being real because they say what they want them to hear. Once people can see how these psychological operations work, you'll have a chance. Once you can see the world is really a stage. And sadly, that's a fact. That's a fact. The incident that happened over here, I believe, was staged because GB Resistance was filming it and right up close. But you'll just have to see for yourself when it comes out later, which I'm sure it will. But we come here to network, to try and get people to see that if you don't do it differently to however it has been done before in history, then it will happen to the next generation and the generation after that. Because they control these. That's how they get history to repeat itself. Hi people. That's how they get history to repeat itself, by controlling it. And I went to many back in 2018. I spoke at some that were controlled and I didn't know. So it's easily done. And it's only keep researching yourself. Don't let anyone tell you how to think or what to do. Look yourself, discern yourself. The truth is out there. It's a very narrow path. And I've had to learn the hard way. I don't want you to learn the hard way. So like I said, we just come here and we just network and try and explain to people what is really going on. You know, I spoke to someone and they were, this couple was like, really nice couple, and they was like, oh, I bet they're scared in Parliament today. I said, they're not scared. They know this is happening. They've controlled it to happen. Most of the speakers on the megaphones are shields. You know, and then we spoke more, and then they listened, and then they understood, and they got it. So coming out, networking, it is a good thing. As well as it's a sad thing, because you know there are so many good people here that are getting dragged into this and not knowing what they're actually at. Trying to turn it round. So at the moment we can't get through anyway. Thank you, Mark. I'm humbled by your words. Like I said, I had to learn the hard way myself, and I've been there back in 2018, thinking the people that came to me cared. I didn't realise at the time that I was being infiltrated, that they was actually taking our boy's story on one hand and destroying it with another. But I learned. By October time of 2018, I started realising.
There's a flip side to that where
Thank you for joining me, everyone. What I'm doing here is showing you, I'm just showing you the amount of people that come out with good intentions amongst all this, amongst traitors, traitors to us, our children and the country. And they don't know, and it's not their fault.
Very good American television.
Thank you, Beverly. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa Lashes, so much. Like I said, to anyone who's just joining, any part of this event you see today in the media or on videos on YouTube that get hundreds, thousands and thousands and thousands of views, question it. I'm so shadow banned. I'm so shadow banned. And it doesn't happen. Hiya, how you doing? Hiya. Hello there. All right. Fighting and surviving is all I can say. That's all I can say. You're banned, I'm shadow banned.
Yeah, I'm Telegram, I am. And
Yeah.
you want to come on here?
No, I don't like it on there. See, it's worse. Yeah, it's worse than Twitter. It's all monitored. So when they tell you something's not monitored, or like everyone jump over to Telegram, it's not monitored. Like that's, it's all rubbish. They own the whole of the internet. It's rubbish. Everything is monitored. Yeah. Alternative media isn't alternative media just because they call themselves alternative media.
Are you at court?
No.
Are you at court?
No.
A couple of lads in the school say we were at court. No.
I'm just talking about the decision.
I was not at court. Unless it's to take them to court. I'm not at court. Yeah? No, me.
You've been here all day?
We've been here for a while, but we've been over there watching a staged event over there. That was a staged event, yeah? When it was kicking off in the corner.
They started this morning here.
Yeah, of course they did, but it's staged. And that's what you've got to look for, yeah? And that's the hardest thing. I just want to catch this. Because when you can show the people the real truth of what's going on, even at these events, people will have a better chance. Because the only way is non-compliance. It's non-compliance. This aids what they want. This aids what they want. This aids what
Oh, you
they
know
want.
here, didn't you? You know that sergeant, the yellow vest? The sergeant bloke, with the yellow vest. He's in that fucking line. I recognise him straight away. I know that.
Yeah, I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Guy, where's, oh, sorry, one second.
Hey, look, right, there he is, look. Remember him?
I just can't wait till
You can remember him.
even Nuremberg Pope come and pick it up.
Guys, we saw so many of them. You know, the day itself today was called Freedom Day. That in itself, people, is mockery. Mockery. Is this going to be a yearly thing? That you have one day of freedom? It's mockery, and don't believe it. You are free, you just got to know it. You just got to know what they've done, how they've done it, and who you really are. And they've just demoralised so many people, weakened them. They've weakened the people in this country and made them forget who they truly are. Exactly, Jane, exactly. Everything is mockery. Everything that they do. In that house of liars, traitors and thieves and murderers and abusers. They just want you to think that. They just want you to think that because they want everyone to think that these people hold the authority in your life, and they don't. They only hold that authority if you give it to them. If you give it to them, yeah? They want you to think that. No one has authority over you, people. No one. What do you think would happen if everyone downed tools tomorrow? If everyone downed tools and turned their back, what do you think would happen? This would end. But they can't have that, so they control it this way, because this is how they make it continue. As I said, Pat, and I said before, A lot of events are staged. A lot of events are staged. No matter how good it looks, a lot are staged. That's all I'll say to that comment. Yeah, it's on purpose. You're right about people voting in, Pat, but what you've got to remember is it doesn't matter who you vote in. You'd get the same end result. If voting worked, they wouldn't let you vote. It's rigged. It's as simple as that. I stood in an independent and they hid me from the hustings. They tried to hide me from all four, but I managed to get to one. All they're doing is pushing and pushing and pushing. I don't mean physically here, I mean pushing you as people to see how far they can push you. As many of you know, the police, covered up the murder of my son. We have all the evidence to prove that, and they know we have the evidence to prove it, so they just ignore me. They don't care that you know that. They don't care that you know that. Now, I won't hide the fact that I hate the police. I detest the police. I hate them. I know they're the biggest criminal network in the UK, the Met Police. But we can't defund the police and we can't get rid of the police. Even I know that would be the wrong thing to do. Even though I know what I'd love to do, having my son murdered and them complicit in the murder of my son. That's what you can't do. You need to reform them. You need to reform them and make them go back as constables and to protect the people and especially the children of this country. Especially the children. And that's what we need to do. You know, all those other protests like Kill the Bill, that's subliminal, isn't it? Come on, what a name to choose to say that they're just standing against the bill for Parliament. It's a game, people. It's psychological. It's a psychological and spiritual warfare going on right now. And I am anti-evil, which means anti every institution going in this country because they're evil. Sadly, I know firsthand. Sadly, you know, so many people will leave here today, go home and feel they've done a wonderful thing for their families and the country today, not realising, as I said, that this is all controlled. And that's what's sad. The only good things to this, is that people who are aware of things and have come out will see that they are not alone in their way of thinking. They will see they're not alone and they can talk to people who will listen, who are like-minded and so on. And the only other good thing is that we can network and try and tell them the truth to as many as we can if they wish to listen to us. If I could have got through, I would have gone through for you. Just so you can see a bit more. I'm sorry I can't. I share, obviously, these videos with you. Yes, of course. Anti-tyranny. Yeah. Well, that's another thing they use these for, Catherine. It's another thing they use this for. Di, could you just hold that for the people at home watching, please, just for a minute? Yeah, is that alright? Yeah. It's the sun's out again, isn't it?
Not like a day now.
Well said, Dawn. Well said, Dawn. And not the one of the secular world either. It's you who hold the power yourselves. You just need to know it. And like I said, they've demoralised so many people in this country by the things they've done over the years with their agendas. They've made people forget that the strength and the courage that they do have in them. Yes, Stephen, always face your enemy. Always. I have to do it every time I come out. And I certainly don't walk backwards. The truth is such a powerful thing, people, because we live in a world full of deception and lies that they created. And they won't be happy until you believe every single lie that they've put out. And when you really, really do know the truth, you spread it because no one owns it and no one should charge for it. Anyone charging you for it, don't watch them.
That was a bit old, TT. Peaceful, peaceful.
Don't cry, you.
If it's freezing up, Kirsty, if it's freezing up, if it is, I can't see this end, then it's Facebook. Probably they don't want you, they don't mind you watching this, but they don't want you to hear what I have to say. They've blocked it off, so we can't get through this end, and that end can't come through this end. Also, watch out, people, for the people who are telling you about common law and mixing jurisdictions with their words. I've said before, anyone telling you that it's sovereign citizen is incorrect. That's mixing lawful with legal, and it's dangerous. It keeps you in their legal realm. Like I said myself, I've been on a journey, and back in 2018 I signed things, and I signed up to things that I shouldn't have. But I rescinded all my contracts to them because full disclosure wasn't given. And you're not being given full disclosure now. You know, they put people at street level that sound like us, talk like us, tell us things that we know, intentionally to then stick in that lie and divert us in the wrong direction. Absolutely. And you can rescind that with a notice, because again, full disclosure wasn't given. And you only have to send a notice. You only have to send a notice to one place. To one place. And believe me, people, when I have all the answers, I will give them to you. I will give them to you. But you so need to discern yourself so you can see for yourself, and then no one can divert you from that truth. They put you from the private into the public. That's what they did.
Back to you, my friends. You're going to give the police
Do you want Big Ben? Try down if you come.
No, but this is another one. Even more.
Oh, they let you through, Piers.
No, we went to get some more leaflets.
Of course they'd let him through. Of course they'd let him through.
So we're giving you...
They're not going to block Piers Corbyn in, are they? He's part of it. He's part of it. That's how we got through the
Nothing
police
about
line.
murdered children on your banners. Yeah.
Smell the shit.
Fake arrest now.
Where?
He's turned up.
We'll watch. This, over this way. Guy? Jane?
Non-stop behind me. Those are fucking nonsense.
She was doing that earlier, Pat.
Oh, fucking eyes in another place. I can tell me. I'm no fucking
See that? I just did that.
Yeah, I saw it. see that many of you do get what these are really about, because that's the hardest part, getting people aware of the control of these demos. This is what they want to do. When you fight your enemy, you never do it on their terms. This is their terms. It's always on your own terms. Always on your own. It is Dawn, it's evil. But everyone has their own free will and the right to choose, and no matter how much they deceive you, please just know you can say no. They want you with your own free will, even though they're coercing you and lying to you and deceiving you to do it. Because once you choose, that's still your own free will that chose. And that's what they want. Hi Piers. I don't know if you're aware of the story of Josh, Harry and George who were murdered in Hillingdon. I'm one of the mothers. You're not aware? No. It's just that I know someone who showed you a flag one day with our boys' names on, and you said, yeah, you were aware of the story. Now see this band, I normally offer that to people that I know that care. It certainly wouldn't be an honour if you wore one, because I know you're a traitor and I know you're a shill.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's a pack of it. Tell me what evidence have you got for this?
Right.
What's the evidence?
I've been on the streets now since the murder of my son, since 2018. Yeah, so I've done a lot of research. Research on the law and research on demos. I've spoken at many demos, yeah? Yeah? And the things you say. So what you do, you put truth with lies. That's what you put truth with lies.
Really?
Yeah, so you say truth.
Well,
so that people follow you.
You're telling lies.
What lie am I telling? No, what example of a lie have I just said?
I don't know, I might have been told about them.
Well, you just told me I'm lying, so please tell me what I've just a lie about.
No, I'm a shill, and I'm telling you that is a lie.
You're a liar and you're a traitor to the people and the children. Yeah? You, Kate Shamani and everyone else.
Great guy, man.
You just said you didn't. You just said I've got the video where you said you knew about the story.
Perhaps I did.
And just now you said you didn't.
About 3 boys being murdered.
Yeah. Okay. You're not going to say you are. You're not going to say you are. It's all right. I've done my own research. Yeah. Doesn't mean you're telling the truth, does it? Hayes. Yeah. Oh, Hillingdon. So you knew Hillingdon.
Well, I don't know. Hayes, Hillingdon.
Yeah. Hayes is in Hillingdon.
Demos in Oxford.
Yeah, I saw you in Oxford. I saw you in Oxford. And what you do is you tell truth, and then you add things in to make all these good, decent people look like nutters, yeah?
They are.
We know how you
Talking
work.
about the children, he's just said somewhat.
Yeah. Well, see that? I would never ever give you one of them because you're not worthy to wear it. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. You or your brother.
Anyone can accuse.
He's just said, so what?
Want my email, or do you want to carry on making trouble?
Excuse me,
you want
don't
my
shout
email?
at me. Don't shout
You want my
at me.
email?
Am I shouting at you? I'm not shouting
were,
at you.
you were.
No, I wasn't. I was stating facts. I wasn't shouting. Yeah?
Anyone can accuse, yeah?
No, I'll do my own research.
No, that's not true.
I've been out here long enough and there's many things you know.
Me too.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, part of it as well. Yeah, part of it as
you want my email?
He doesn't stand for
My
liberty.
email.
No, because you
Send
don't
the
stand for
details.
the children. You're a traitor to the people
Well, I do.
here.
I've got a child myself.
You're a traitor to the people here.
You're a liar.
Okay. I learned that.
He's not standing against us.
Yeah, on
He's just
purpose.
standing against us.
On purpose. This
You're
is
a
control. I've been out here for over 3 years. I know how to do it, yeah? I know how to do it. Staged events, yeah? Yeah.
This is a staged event.
I've been
What do we do?
out
What do we do?
It's only non-compliance that
This is what we're doing.
No, you're not. No, you're not. We're out here for the day. They're aware of it. You're organised with the police. Yeah? So I don't want to talk
Tracy, yeah, see you later.
And this is what I was trying to explain. These things like this, we know how they work. By the control facility as well. And that's how we can wake people up.
There's always one thing ahead of us, isn't there?
But then to buy the new system, they have to collapse.
Because he knows we're coming. Same as Matt Hancock resigned the day before he marched to his house. Fucking runs that earth, doesn't he?
That's to make people think what's on Freedom Day.
And this is what he does, and this is what I was saying. I said, you should fight, but then you add stuff to make everyone look like bunch of assholes, yeah? Good decent people that have come out today, and he didn't like it, so he called me a liar.
Sort of reading between the same lines.
The only way is compliance. This is history.
Which is what we're not doing. We're not compliant. There's not enough of us.
Yeah, you're not complying by being here today. That's not compliant.
No, by not doing the conditions. We don't comply. We don't comply.
You're just George and Harry, one of them mums, aren't you? Yeah, just George and Harry.
Are you Tracy?
I am, yeah.
It's a heartbreaking story. It's heartbreaking.
It's because of that, unfortunately.
He said so much about them boys. You're lying. How's she lying about 3 boys? One of them's a bloody son.
Well, I know he knows about our story because someone put a flag on his back at the demo. He said, I know about that. When I just went to him and said, oh, see this story, he's like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I got banned for 30 days for a picture of Matt Hancock when he got done for that woman. With his tongue down her.
I'm sorry to anyone that has followed that man. I'm really, really sorry. But sometimes you just have to do it. You have to call them out because once you learn and really do see what's going on and how they do it and how they guide you to where they want you to be, sometimes you just have to do that for you to see. And you know, if you do believe that man and you've been following that man, you know, it wouldn't make me think anything different of you because, as I said earlier, back in 2018, I fell for a lot. I fell for a lot, but not no more, people. Not no more. So everyone, I'm going to come off for a moment. I'm sorry about you having to witness all of that, but it's important at the same time that you do. And if anything happens or any staged events, if I can catch any of that, just to show you what I'm saying, then I will, everyone. So everyone, take care. Please research. Please don't trust everything you see as given. And if someone writes above their post, "This is the truth," doesn't mean it is.